Forever rolling.
I'm Baima. I'm a attack/midi from Michigan, and I'm a freshman.
It's Nag.
So I've been playing lacrosse since second grade. So my lacrosse program didn't have a second grade team, so I was playing third and fourth graders and even fifth and sixth graders since I was a second grader. So I've always been like playing against bigger kids. And going into high school, that was no different. I was playing varsity from a younger age, freshman, sophomore. And I just wanted to continue playing lacrosse in college. I just thought that was something fun that I'd like to do.
My name is Shilbauer. I'm originally from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Just moved down here to Waco this past June for work. I sell sponsorships for Baylor Sports Properties and Baylor Athletics. I've been coaching now here with Baylor since about August, I want to say I kind of came in. Johnny Lentz, who used to previously play for us, he's one of our interns and kind of got me introduced, and it's been a great time ever since I came down here.
Want to keep going?
We can keep going.
Yeah, let's play. Yeah, why not?
All right. Hey, line back up. We're going to keep going. Hey, but you get double punishment if you lose again.
They want double or nothing.
Running? Running. Yeah, it's just double.
Double or nothing?
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing, says White.
Grant, he's a dog. I love him. He pushes us so hard. Practices are always really hard. We do a lot of conditioning with him, but he's awesome. I love him.
Cole's been a great opportunity. Obviously, I don't get to work with him as much just being on the defensive side, but Cole has been a great influence from us in terms of on the midfield line, having that opportunity, the knowledge to clearing the ball, scoring, being a threat, and being that option, and knowing when he's got the ball in his hands that it's not going to be a turnover. We can trust that the fact that if he's going to make plays when he's got that opportunity, but he's also going to give opportunities for guys around him and look for that backside cut, looking for those open cutters, but also dodging and making the space for plays for other people as well.
Right where the light was.
Yeah.
Dead lit.
It's a blind spot.
We need nighttime strategy, night game strategy.
Yeah, thanks.
I think this week it was on and off. Like we had our moments on offense and defense, but it was definitely sloppy at times. Like throwing and catching, definitely need to keep improving in that. That'll help a lot with just getting better as a team overall.
I thought practice went halfway decent this week. Obviously, there's a few miscues just defensively. Kind of going into it, even Thursday just wasn't our greatest practice. There's a lot of questions up in the air about how things are going and kind of the culture around it right now. So there was obviously some hesitation there throughout the entire week, but I thought practice was good.
Caleb, you have to hedge. Hey, I got it. Offense, you are working to score. I don't care if we're working on picks. If you set a pick, go in and score if you got him beat. If you make that pass and you get topside, go in and score. This is an offensive drill in the exact same breath, so use it to make yourself an option. To that point as well, we were at the SMU game, and we were up here. But ever since then, we haven't even gotten there back there anywhere close. Ole Miss, I say we're creeping on it, but we haven't been to where we were playing at SMU. If you look at the MCLA rankings, we got, 21 votes, was it? People recognize that we have a talented program. You guys are very talented. I played in the SLC. Very talented group of players. You guys, I showed up that first day of practice, was like, damn, you guys can ball. You guys can throw the ball around. You guys are playing very well. We need to continue to improve on that. We can't stay at where we're sitting at. Because like you said, we can't work on shit when every 3 passes are on the ground. That doesn't help the offense and it doesn't help the defense. And that correlates in the game. So just focus on your own craft as much as possible. Focus on the very simple things of passing and catching, and it'll correlate to us getting better throughout the entire season. If each person focuses on that, we will be better next week and be better the week after that. We have a tough opponent in Arkansas coming up. Conference game, we got to focus up.
Perfect.
Going into the game, I was just ready to do whatever it took to help the team win, whether that was coming off the bench, playing midi, playing attack, hyping up teammates. Like, I was just ready to hold each other accountable, just do my part and help everyone succeed.
Down. Set, go. Keep banging, keep banging, keep banging, keep banging, keep banging. Relax. Set, go. Good. You faded back with that ball. Keep driving up the field, up the field. Down. Set, go. Good. Don't cock it the wrong way. Don't cock it the wrong way. Down. Set, go. Better.
Yeah, guys, please start fast, possess the ball, be really intentional, communicate. It's a big, echoey stadium, so defense, I need to hear every single thing that you're saying.
Yep.
If we can't hear you, you're being too quiet.
Big day.
Understood?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Day.
Yo, wake up, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Be on two, one team.
I told. Up in the morning, miss you bad. Sorry I ain't call you back. Same problem my father had. All his time, all he had, and what he dreamed. All his cash, market crash, hurt him bad. People get divorced for that.
Honestly, in the first quarter, I felt like offense and defensively, we just came out a little bit tired, which we hadn't had a game. It was just something that we just weren't ready to go. We've had those issues a couple times already this season that we aren't geared up, ready to go once the whistle blows. So something that we needed to work on, obviously, and we obviously picked it up. But that first quarter started to get a feel for what we were going to be expecting kind of the rest of the game. They had a short bench. We knew we just kind of had to stick with them as much as possible. And then once we started getting into the later quarters, we knew that we could kind of take over the game a little bit better.
Drop some stacks, pops is good, mama passing Hollywood. If you ask, lost my soul, driving fast, lost control, off the road, jaw was broke. Remember we always broke. Remember I'm coming back, I'll be taking all the stacks.
Come on, Cole. Let's go, dude. Come on.
The first one, I scored lefty. I was playing attack because Mark came out, and I was trying to get to my left like on an alley dodge, but the defender was playing really tight on the alley, so I ended up sweeping over top, and then a slide came, so I quickly cut back inside to get to my left and had the goalie leaning to the pipe. I just saw the opportunity to shoot far side. I got it past him, and I feel like that was a big momentum booster for the team going into the second half.
Second quarter, obviously, kind of kicked off a little bit better. We started putting up more goals. We started trying to figure out what was going to be working with us. Their goalie was standing on his head, making quite a few saves. We had quite a few shots on goal to start even that whole first half, but we knew he was a good goalie. We just kind of had to make a couple adjustments at halftime and just kind of clean up the clearing, clean up the rides. Just we knew number 5 for Arkansas is their top player. He's who they're looking to clear. We got to hone in on him. Once we find out where he's at, we can kind of then supplementary focus on the rest of the guys on their team and kind of stress about them.
All right, hey guys, we've identified every single thing that we can think of from a level of play standpoint. Their goalie's good. Don't be shooting from 15 yards out. He's got it. Defense, place extra emphasis on the attack. They're good. They can shoot. They're physical. They drive hard to their top hands every single time. As we know these things. But I think the difference between us, the one thing keeping us from playing to our potential right now, is our effort and intensity and our energy. You guys remember last weekend at Ole Miss when we were screaming every single time that someone made a good play? Our bench was going crazy. You guys were picking each other up. There was no negativity even when you screwed up. Today we've placed a lot of emphasis on the negative things that we're not doing well, which is good. We have to realize them. We have to fix them. But at the same time, if you come out the second half with positivity, pick each other up, and especially play with energy and intensity, then I think we can start playing a little bit more to our potential to play Baylor ball.
I got broads in Atlanta, just at the lean in the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the list in the van. Legacies, family, wait and see, look like a panda. Going out like a Montana, 100 killers on the helmets. Legacies.
There we go. Let's go. Good pass. There we go. Yeah.
That one was, we were still really trying to find our footing. Like defensively, we were starting to make some bigger saves or some bigger stops. They were going in transition a lot. Offensively, that was really when we like started to like assert our identity. Like we really started rotating a lot more on offense. We were getting better looks. We were finally starting to put some in the back of the net. The goal I scored, we were man up. I just saw an opportunity to go crease. There was no one there. And Mitch hit me with a dot, and I was just wide open, so just a little dink and dump.
I just wanna feel liberated. Take it off, stack. I get broads in Atlanta, twisted up lean and shit, sippin' family. Credit cards in the scammers, wake up beside the shit, that design, whole bunch of ladder shit. They be acting rats, I know we clapping shit. I be pulling us up in the finest shit. I got plenty of stuff with Bugatti, but look how I tried this shit. Legacies, family, ways to killing no count.
Yo! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Did that hurt? Let's go. Oh yeah. Hey, good game. Good game. Hey, good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game.
Quarter four, it was what, 14-12 was the final. Obviously, that the whole ending of the game, I think, is something that I want to instill kind of moving forward, is just the culture and the attitude that we bring as an entire team, as well as just the defense in general. Like I feel like there's definitely some improvements we can have. Coming into timeouts, just guys walking around and just not being in the right culture and the right mindset of, hey, there's a sense of urgency. There's a sense of, if we keep that energy up, we're obviously going to produce better. There's just some simple mistakes, guys getting through, guys not making contact. I'm a big proponent on don't rely on your stick, rely on using the body and clearing guys out and making a statement very early on that then when they are trying to make a pass onto the crease, they're scared to do so. And we didn't make that statement, and we continued not to slide the body, and we're sliding with our stick, and they put up goals right on crease. And that's what kind of shot us in the foot and really made it a game where if our defense just does a couple things here and there right, it's a 14-6, 14-7 ball game, not a 14-12 ball game.
Overall, I think fairly sloppy. There was a lot of bright spots, but also a lot of negative stuff that we got to work on in practice this week, just to build the team, get better. There's always stuff to learn.
Going into spring break 6-2. That's pretty solid. That is nothing to hang your head about. I'm really excited for these next, last 6 or so weeks once we get back. So really proud of the effort, really proud of how quickly we've been able to gel. I mean, it's mid-February, and you guys are already, strides ahead of where we could be. So definitely want to acknowledge that and be proud of yourselves. We'll learn from today. It's all good.
Final takeaways from the game, I think, is just that was definitely not our best produced game in general, but there's definitely places that we can improve, and I think it's all of kind of a mindset. We know what our tasks are. We know how to do to go when the team's picking us. We know how to slide. We know all of these things. It's now the mindset of having everyone buy into it, the culture of when we're at practice, we're focusing on the little things so that when it does come game time, it's all natural and it's not something that has to be forced. So there's definitely a lot of time that needs to be put in, but I think it's all a mental game where if we can start instilling these culture, instilling the mentality of focusing on the basics, it'll help us improve throughout the rest of the season.
What I'm looking forward to most is just continuing to grow closer with all my teammates, grow the bond, and just we can continue to grow together, just hold each other accountable. We're always helping each other learn, helping each other with the fundamentals, with leadership, growth on and off the field, and just help the team grow as a whole.